What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight I have not one, but two awesome, spicy decks that won my most recent Conquest tournament. So for those who don't know, Conquest is a tournament where it was, I think, established in Hearthstone. But basically, you come into the tournament with two decks. You have to win each of your rounds, like not a different deck, but like per match, you have to win twice. You have to win with a different deck each time. So, and then your opponent has to do the same. So, and then we also play a double elimination format, so it allows for, like, if you lost one game, you can still get first, which is what I always enjoy because it's like a winner go home scenario. Anywho, we have the winner of the third tournament. Actually, go ahead and introduce yourself, however you would like.
Hello, I'm Vanished. Play Digimon to win this tournament. Fun decks.
Nice, sir. Okay. So, Vanished, where do you play from?
I hail out of Florida, so we got plenty of good competition.
Yes, very good. That's like, I mean, when I first met Vanished, we actually met during a regional, randomly, just honestly talking at table one, like we are right now, literally. And then I was like, oh man, this guy's cool. Like, I never got to play him, so I figured I'd reach out and say, hey, or I think we became friends pretty much immediately, and then decided, yeah, let's play each other one time, or like during rounds or something. But awesome player, plays from Florida, so you already know he's already big brain because Florida's a huge mecca for TCGs. All right, man, the floor is yours, man. Take over.
Sure. So the first deck I really enjoyed playing, and when I was thinking of what decks to bring, I knew I had to play like aggressive decks, something that I could function primarily as a good meta call to all the bond and slow ass Brickmon decks. So D-Brigade it is. Love this deck. Played it since it came out. For the eggs, standard. For Pagu, the one Missimon. I just didn't have the Sunemon. If I did, I'd run it as opposed, but I guess you can make an argument for Missimon being good in the case of Sealsdramon. So, for the rookie lineup, I ran 21 total. Four of the best Commandramon, so basically just four of all the Commandramon.
Of course, yeah. Okay, it's like, yeah. I mean, you better run 16. Like, you don't even need to explain it. As at this point in time, you run all Commandramon guys. That's it.
The best ones. And now in my opinion, one of the best cards from EX01 that's like giving this deck an even bigger power boost. Hagurumon.
Draw two, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, this is literally like pot agreed on play trash machine.
And you get a body. Oh my god,
yeah.
So dirty.
Body that you can
and yeah, like when you don't want to play like any of your other guys, you can just toss a Commandramon into the grave where it belongs and just draw value. Oh, values. So much value.
Exactly, and since I was running 3 of this guy, I cut the Dracmon to 2. I think you should do a split of both. But in all honesty, the fact that if I hit this with Izzy, I can gain that memory potentially. It's really huge. Also, I can evolve this on an egg if I brick. So like this card's infinitely better than Dracmon, but Dracmon's just like another drop card. So might as well play it. Plus, this can add Magna in like bad times.
Yeah, he can be very clutch for grabbing Magnadramons, spoiler. But, cards like with Drummon, so very nice tech, dude. I mean, I know I've seen it, people play it, it's just they play it at 4, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I like the split.
I think you're 100% correct.
Yeah, and then for the 4s, the 4 Cordramon and 4 Sealsdramon, honestly, like, anyone, like, I used to be on the Nanimon train, and then, like, I tried Geogray, and those cards are super lackluster. By the time I saw them, like, it didn't matter, and I never wanted to hard play either of them. Like,
I see.
It just never. So like, Cordramon was the only one I really gave a shit about. Sealsdramon, like, this card's like nuts. All the 6K blockers right now, in my opinion, are like top of the line in terms of how strong they are in the game. With the amount of shit that's swinging super early on, the 6K blockers are essential. Also against the Jesmon matchup to prevent the bow destruction. Really
Yeah, correct. Yeah, like there's no way you would run Dark Tyranno or like in that meta. I mean, memory is not an issue right now. Choking is like
Yeah, and then for the 6s, I ran 2 Magna and 4 Darkdramon. I've seen a couple of lists surprisingly cut Darkdramon down to 3, and I don't agree with that at all. Like, anytime you do that, then like you're never gonna see Darkdramon when you want it, or it's gonna be insecurity. Like you're never mad at seeing multiple Darkdramons, because the only matchup that like you even remotely struggle against is like security control if they're getting if they're playing like multiple reinforced memory boosts like back to back in their turns, if they're getting holy waves, you know, if I'm hitting like Cordramon's first check, and as a result, you need to rush the first Archimon as fast as you can because it's like remotely difficult to remove, and then you can evolve the next card that I'm about to show, which is even stronger against security control, which is Defeat. This card, game winning, MVP. Even when I drew it, I didn't feel bad because just evolving it on Darktremon and killing their tie, killing their mat, killing whatever is just big right now.
That's
I
huge.
think next format, due to the quantity of tamers substantially increasing, Defeat goes down in power, and then the format after, so BT8, Defeat comes back up because like there's only going to be a handful of decks like hybrids, hybrid essentially that
Zord becomes a bad matchup against, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Because like even like the Dora Greymon line, all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
I would actually sorry to interrupt, but one awesome thing that Vanish forgot to mention about the Darktremon combo, Darktremon, since he can cycle himself, prevents deck out, which is a huge security control counter. That's literally one win condition. Is you just all you have to do, keep one Darktremon in hand, keep one in the grave, or keep one on board, and just never have them both on the same time, where they can't get like value of like fists or something like that, and you will never lose to a security control. I mean, you can if they like body you with like Zorts and shit, but beside the point, you're never gonna get decked out. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's funny you mentioned that because like I've thought about that as well, like as a hypothetical situation, but like this deck is like
so fast. Yeah,
I've never gotten to this point.
That's what I'm saying. You have an anti-deck out mechanic, and you don't even need it because the deck is so good. Go ahead, keep going, brother.
And then for the option cards, I just ran 8. I experimented with running the 4-cost like D-Brigade themed option cards that lets you kill something with a level of 3 or less, and then it increases by 1 for every D-Brigade you have on the board, strictly for dealing with Mechanori, because like a big problem dealing with that card. But then I just ended up like having that card in security, or just I don't know. 9 is a weird ratio, just 4 and 4 of the best cards in the game.
No, it makes sense, dude. This list is like almost very close to the list that I was working on, but I ran like a more mono black version, but with like high security and like Genkus and stuff, because like I was on the Nani Mon train, and then I also went Shade Mons as well. I maxed out. I went 4 and 4, and then like 3 Seal Dramons. So
I think Shade Mon's the best one out of like all the other security Digimon.
No, it wins you a game actually, or it can save you from losing. And then so if you get that presence, if you have 3 memory, you literally Digivolve into Tank Dramon, swing all your boys, and hope they die. Tank Dramon gets massive value, and then you go Genku to kill something on their board. But anyway, go ahead, back to your deck.
And then the last 4 cards, this was like quite a difficult decision. I ran 2 Izzy and 2 Izzy Joe. We have like 3 other D-Brigade players at my local, or like a lot of people have different decks, so like they rotate.
Right.
Most of them run 3 Izzy Joe and 1 Izzy, which I just think that's wrong. In fact, I'd argue that this card's like almost always better than this card.
Yeah.
Strictly for the fact that
it puts you at Darktremon.
Yeah, 3 is just too important for this deck. Yeah, and you can argue that the draw power is like good in terms of progressive value, but just the tempo of like you're playing a deck that is literally like a casino in the sense that like I revealed the top 3.
Yeah. It's so much RNG, so let's minimize RNG and make it like consistent. And then like with having consistent cards like Izzy, you get to fix a broken hand potentially. You can also potentially push memory when they're at 0. Like that is so clutch. Like there's so many things about Izzy I would rather have. Like I like the 2-2 split over like the 1-3.
100%.
All right, guys. So that was deck number 1, D-Brigade. Very nice, guys. Thank you for watching. I know I did say 2 decks, but I will be uploading the next one in a separate video. So stay tuned.